You probably didn't need me to tell you that today was just another one of those days where it looked nice to be out and about, but once you stepped even a single toe out the door, it was just hot and humid to be out there for long. Still, we can't deny, though, the time-lapse of indigo sky outside of Seneca, Missouri looks pretty good throughout the day. Nice sunrise, some high clouds at time, thin clouds, though hardly threatening whatsoever, and follow that with a nice-looking sunset. But once we did see the sunrise once again, it was no problem to see temperatures a little hotter compared to yesterday. We hit about 93, 94 yesterday, only a drop into the upper 70s, 77 at Joplin Regional this morning. So it was no surprise that we made a quick jump back to 95 degrees for Joplin in the afternoon, while other areas had to make do with mid and even a couple of upper 90s on the board. Fortunately, we could not get any of the heat or humidity to result in any isolated showers or storms to give us a break from the heat. So it's no surprise that these heat advisories for pretty much the entire region will remain locked in, not just for tomorrow, but until Thursday at the latest, once we hit 7 o'clock in the evening. So any breaks from the heat that we can get for the next few days will be during the night. But while it does look nice from 7th and Range Line, we're still trying to cool down at least somewhat. Still warm at 84, feels like 89 thanks to a dew point sitting in the lower 70s, 71 at Joplin Regional. A couple upper 70s on the board, sure, as you hit Stockton Lake and along in north of US 54, but most spots are still trying to see temperatures between 80 and 85 degrees. Not to mention these dew points. We never want to see these back in the lower 70s, but as long as they are there, it feels like the upper 80s to near 90s still in some spots. But I do anticipate us dropping back to 75, so give us a little break from the heat before we go right back into the heat and humidity for tomorrow. While most of the four-state region stayed quiet, we did have a complex of storms from St. Louis almost down to Sikeston as we work along I-55 and down the Mississippi. But that area of rain is pretty much falling apart now. Our frontal system that gave us the rain on Saturday and lit the back north on Sunday is well to the north of us now. We're not going to see this come back into play, hopefully, until next Monday. In the meantime, though, we head upstairs because it is all about this upper level ridge. Centered over Texas for now, but certainly strong enough to keep the jet to the north, any good systems to the north, and that will certainly keep the heat and humidity locked in once again for tomorrow. Again, though, any breaks from the heat that we can get will be during the night, so temperatures will do their best to at least drop off into the mid-70s. I'm expecting the overnight lows to drop off to 75 with mostly sunny skies to start the day. Then we're not going to waste any time heating up. 92 by noon. I see Joplin topping out at 97 degrees for tomorrow. But you can make that same argument for everybody. Mid to upper 90s in terms of the air temperature. You factor in the dew points that'll still be up there once again. It's going to feel like it's between 100 and 107 for our Tuesday afternoon. Those are numbers that will repeat themselves for Wednesday and Thursday as long as we remain firmly under the center of the upper level ridge. But it starts to weaken and shift east as we go into the weekend. That could allow for a few isolated storms each afternoon to finally return. But I don't see any good rain chances coming back our way until we finally start to see the ridge weaken enough to see our next cold front working on Monday, and hopefully by then we can get highs back to 89 degrees. In the meantime, though, Dow, the alert days are up Tuesday through Thursday because of the heat and humidity. Daytime highs around 96 and 97. It'll easily feel like triple digits with this humidity locked in place.
We're going to want to stay inside if they can, hydrate if they must be out.
Yeah, very true.
Thanks, Nick.